DIY Warhammer Techniques. Step 1. Materials. All of these supplies may be acquired from practically any house or simply a fast trip to a supermarket. Glue. Elmer's glue appears to be effective. Sand. Styrofoam. Paintbrush is going to get sandy and full of adhesive. Sandpaper. I used 120 grit. Paint. Disposable cup. A pocket knife functions properly. Step 2. Forming the heel. Determine the proportions of the top of your heel before you do anything else. The top of the heel will be smaller than the bottom since we will be adding a slope to its borders. Add an inch or so to adjust for this. Cut the piece of styrofoam out bigger than the size you want the top of your slope to be, as I suggested. Once it has been cut out, start by cutting the styrofoam at an angle along the sides to produce a sloped side. Here, you can choose how to steep of a slope you want, but after you are satisfied with it, you can level everything out using sandpaper. Step 3. Adding texture. We will mix some water with the glue and thin it in a disposable cup for this stage. The ratio of water to glue should be roughly 2:1. Mix the glue and water according to the size of your heel. Apply it to about 3/4 of the slope, but only add sand to about 1/2 of it. This prevents some sand from getting into your brush. Apply slightly more of the glue-water mixture to the remaining half to complete the texture application. Since the adhesive is what will keep the sand onto your styrofoam, add plenty of it. Apply a generous amount of glue to the entire texture portion, even if it doesn't hold well on the slopes. Step 4. Finishing up. If you hurry, the sand might get smudged or smeared and you'll have to start over. The heel may take 1 to 2 days to dry. Only after it is completely dry will the top portion that you have textured become extremely hard compared to styrofoam. When it is dry, you can softly tap the edge of your heel on a table to shake off the excess sand, or use a dry paintbrush or even your hand to brush off the excess sand. The paint can also help hold things together, so be sure to let the paint to dry too. Be sure to paint lightly over the sand if it is still not holding as well as you would want. As I indicated, as the paint dries, it will also help hold the sand down. Don't forget to like and subscribe.